Hello love lives, how you guys doing today? Good day and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel to join the team. Before this clip, I showed you guys the baggy trouser that I made, so I am going to be explaining more on it. Before I say any other thing, I want you guys to know that I made use of approximately 3 yards or 3.5 yards of Kampala. Now you could also use a very thick Ankara, those Ankara that used to stand. You can use something like that, or you can make use of Ankara Kampala because it also has this firm texture. So you could make use of any of these and make sure you have about 3 and 3.5 yards to achieve this style. I actually did not video the finishing part of the trouser. So now for this, I will just quickly summarize because I did not finish the video. So I measured 18 inches for the length. I folded it into 2 and I measured 18 inches. I measured my hip measurement here, my hip divided by 4, and it gave me 11. I added about 1 extra inches, which was 12, and then add extra 1 inch for the sewing and also ease allowance. After achieving the hip line as my crotch measurement, I would also come down and take my hip measurements to make sure that it is aligned. Then I would connect it all the way down to this place. Then I'll go ahead to take my thigh measurement, and whatever it gives me, that is what I would use to determine this other extra line. Then I'll just come up by 1 inch and then I will connect. So that's all for your trouser measurement. Now for the length of the trouser, I would be using 17 inches. So I'll just take my 17 inches all the way up to the thigh measurement and I'll connect. So cutting that side, I will turn over to the other side where the pocket will be, and I will also slash that side open. I will fold another side of the material and I will place the front side that I have cut out on top of the folded one, leaving about 2 to 3 inches that I'll be using to measure the extra allowance for the back. Now for the back, I would be using 1.5 inch because it's a baggy trouser and I do not want it to be too big because 18 is already enough, but I'm just going to make use of that 1.5 inch. I'll just maintain that inches for the back side, and then I will connect all the way to this waistline. Now for the waistline, you don't have to come out by 1.5 inch because the waist is different from the hip. So for the waist, I am going to connect it and it's going to be the same on the waist, but for the hip, I am going to come out by 2 inches, and then from the thigh down to the trouser, I will be using 1.5 inch. Now this was how I measured this part, so I would go ahead to cut them out. After coming up by 1.5 inches for the waistline, I'll give the slope from the side to the midpoint of the trouser. Then on this side of the trouser, I would come out by 1 inches. Then I would connect down to the hip line to give that curve. After we must have been done with the cutting of the trouser, we'll move over to the pocket. Now this is a 14 by 10 inches. You can make yours longer or you can still work with this measurement. I would fold it into 2, then I'm going to cut it out, and I'm also going to fold the half part into 2 again, then I'm going to cut it out. So in total I'm having about 4 pieces, and this is what I'll be using to create my pockets. I'll bring the pocket over to the fabric and I will come down by 2 inches and I will attach the pocket on each side of the trouser. And for the pocket hole, I am leaving about 6 inches. So you see me measuring 6 inches and pinning it down. That's where I want the opening to stop, and that's where I'll be sewing from. So I'm coming down by 2 or 3 inches and then I'm sewing all the way down. I'm leaving an open of 6 to 7 inches. You can make use of 6 or 7 inches. So but for here, I think I left an open of 7 inches and I'll be sewing it down. So I sewed it like this, then I went like this, like this, like this. I came up I sewed it all the way down. I also went ahead to measure the full length. After adding the elastic band, I measured the full length with it, and then I hemmed it according to my trouser length measurement. So this is all for the baggy trouser. Well, I would advise that if you are a size 10, you could start with 18 inches, and then for the back side you add about 2 inches or 1.5 inch. If you are a size 8, you could make use of, let's say, 15 or from 12 to 15 inches. It doesn't have to be too big, so you could make use of your waist measurement to get the measurement of the baggy you want to use instead of your hip, because I tried using my hip and it was too big. My hip is 44, so by the time I divided it by 2, it gave me 22, so it was too baggy. I had to trim it off. So I would advise that you make use of your waist measurement by 2. So my waist is 35, by 2 is about 17.5, which I made use of 18 and it was okay. So if you're making use of your waist measurement, you would that would be like the perfect measurement. And that's all for the baggy. I will show you guys the video. So guys, here's the video, and you can see how amazing it looks. I hope this tutorial was helpful and I was into detail. Please, if it was helpful to you, do not forget to like this video, like I always say, and also subscribe to my channel to support me in growing, and it will encourage me to want to do more tutorial for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking by, and I hope you learned 1 or 2 from it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.